Good evening, everybody. It's Sunday. As you might notice by the pinned message, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. Developed a pretty nasty sore throat over the weekend, so I am going to take it easy tonight. You could probably hear it in my voice. So if I go to no mic, that's why my voice is feeling very, shall we say, unhappy at the moment. So I'm just going to take it easy tonight, and I can turn up my mic if that would help you guys hear me. Not afraid to do that. But I'm just going to take it easy tonight, chill out, and edit some chapters for Wednesday's stream, because on Wednesday we'll be reading. So, sorry. Like I said, it's probably going to spike my mic. My vocal cords are not happy, but we're going to do the best we can. So, as you guys might remember, the last time I did a writing workshop, we were working on up through chapter 21, 22, which is where we read through on the last reading stream that I did. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around, but it's all cool. I'm still running the layout from when I was doing Starlight, so I was doing some... Thank you, Wraith. Yes, I definitely need to hydrate. Yeah, sounding a bit rough, but I am here. So, also, for anybody who didn't notice, I'm wearing my Hoth Sweet Hoth Christmas shirt because it's nerdy and cool, and my camera's being weird. Oh, okay. Alright, that's better. The camera was a little weird. Still kind of is, but better than it was. So anyway, let me get some stuff situated. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to move the camera. It's going to be a little weird, but I'm going to move the camera because it's bugging me. Oh, that's not this one. So we're going to put it, say, right about there. Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Sorry, guys. Disconcerting, I know. But there we go. That's better. It just feels a little weird with it, kind of off like that. Oh, that is... The website that I'm using, that my stores are on, is called Archive of Our Own, and I have a custom work skin, so that's why it looks a little different. Welcome into the stream, Shadow Legion. Good to see you. Yes, so there are several websites that are used for... yes, it is. There are several websites that are used for posting fanfiction, and I specifically use Archive of Our Own because its sole purpose for existing is for preserving fan works. So that is their whole purpose. So yes, my name is Meshla, and I write Star Wars fanfiction, and I have been writing Star Wars fanfiction for about 25 years. And that's primarily what I stream. I do writing workshops every other Sunday, and I read my fan fictions every other Wednesday. And then on alternating Wednesdays, I also play SWTOR. Yeah, it can be a little daunting to get into. I'm not gonna lie, but definitely start with a genre or fandom that you're familiar with. For me, that's Star Wars. Oh no, that's completely fine, and I understand that entirely. The stories that I've been writing originally started out. I started out writing cooperatively 25 years ago. Yeah, it feels like forever. So it was a group of about 5 or 6 of us. Um, it was actually when I was in high school, and it kind of dwindled off over the years. And at this point, it's just me. So I'm continuing working on the stories that focus on my characters, which in this particular instance is the character of Marin and her father, and anybody that's directly around her. Um, our stories take place. I was trying to think. Oh my goodness, I'll have to go look. They take place, I think, post Yuzhan Vong War, like in the book timeline. But anything after that, when we started writing these stories, hadn't even happened yet in the Star Wars universe. So up until the point of the Vong Wars, like everything that happened in our little universe, everything that happened in the main Star Wars universe happened in ours. But then after that point, we kind of branched out, and it's kind of our own thing. We just kind of play in the Star Wars universe, and have been doing so for 25 years. You might see mentions in my stories of canon characters, but they don't actually, like, we don't write the canon characters in the story. They're just mentioned kind of in passing. All of the characters in the stories are original. So. That would be an interesting one. Yes. Wraith must behave himself for an entire stream. No sarcasm allowed. We shall see. Give me 1 second. I have a command just for that. There we go. Took me a second. Yes. For Shadow Legion's benefit, because I'm not sure if I've seen you in the chat before, but you may have been here. I was running a fundraiser for Starlight Children's Foundation, December 1st to the 12th, and we hit our $350 milestone. Our $300 milestone was for Mr. Wraith Valak over there, my mod extraordinaire, to not be sarcastic for an entire stream. He made that milestone himself, mind you. So he has to behave himself for an entire stream. So it should be very interesting. So we'll see how that goes. So for this evening, I am going to be editing chapters 23 and onwards. We'll see how far we get. If you guys are interested in kind of reading along as I edit, I can drop the link. Give me just 1 second. It's easier to read it kind of yourself rather than on the screen, because I tend to go a little bit faster as I'm editing. So here's the link for the chapter that I'm currently working on. And I am going to pull this over to the other screen so that I can see what I'm doing. So if you see me looking off to the left a little bit, that is because I just pulled chat and OBS off to the other screen. But please feel free to ask questions in chat and give feedback if you like. perfectly welcome to do so. I appreciate it when you do. I will try to not go super fast on the editing, but I also like to post a link in chat so you guys can also follow along that way as well. Give me just 1 second. Okay. Just getting all of my screens situated here. Alright. And I do apologize in advance if I start coughing. I'm not going to mute my mic because it messes up the closed captioning. So I will just kind of bear with and try and stay hydrated. I'm a little bit under the weather today, so. And for anybody that's curious, I do use a tool called Grammarly to help me with editing. I don't take all of its suggestions, but it is useful. Take all of his suggestions, and sometimes I'll do my own edits, but sometimes I don't. No, not generally. That's actually a really great question. What I'm doing right now is editing chapters that already exist for my stories. I usually write actually in Google Drive when I'm actually writing chapters. I tend to do an outline of a couple of chapters and kind of use that as a guide when I'm writing. These are some of the, this is the most recent series, but a lot of these chapters are pre-existing, so this is the first of this particular series, this story, so these chapters already exist. Oh my goodness. Ow. Sorry. That was not nice. But I do actually do the editing on AO3 because it's a little bit easier, because copying it to Google Drive and then copying it back means I have to do the editing twice, which is, I tried that actually once and it was real tedious. I got tired of that real fast. So what I do is I've tried to find ways to kind of streamline my writing process and my editing process. So editing directly in AO3 was one of the ways to cut down on the extra work, as it were. So keeps telling me I'm writing in the wrong tense, but I don't care. Like I said, I am going to try and engage with chat as much as I can, but I'm having vocal cord issues due to the sore throat, so may not be talking as much as I would otherwise. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I had my, oh, don't even get me started on that. That's a nightmare. Like, I could show you. Oh, that takes me like 3 times as long to do. because no, it's fine. It's completely fine. Yeah, so because of the focus of these stories, and this is a bit of background that you may not be aware of, the main focus of this particular series is on Marin, who is, I think she's like 7 or 8 by now. Maybe a little bit older. She was adopted by Jairus, who is a Mandalorian. So he's been teaching her the Mandoa language and training her in the culture and all that stuff. So there will occasionally be Mandoa words used in the context of the story, and I don't usually translate them as I'm reading. If you were to read the story on Archive of Our Own, I do try to include translations, which I have to insert using HTML. As I said, it can be a little bit tedious, but I find that it's helpful when someone is reading them on Archive of Our Own so that they can understand what's being said. Like I said, I generally don't translate them in when I'm actually reading on stream. I hope that they're understood in context. I feel that trying to pause and translate them on stream is a bit, it kind of interrupts the flow of the reading a little bit, but I'm more than happy to, answer any questions about that, like while I'm paused, getting a drink or whatever. More than happy to. I'm a total nerd, and I sit there and do research on the language and make sure that I'm using it correctly. So. Yeah. I don't think there's any Mandoa words in this chapter, but now you're making me think about it. Actually, this is a super short chapter too. In that particular case, Wraith, if a language does not exist, you can make one up, or you can do what I have done with the Katani, which is a completely fan-created language, by the way, and I just put it in, like, carrots or brackets when they're speaking in Katani so that I don't have to actually come up with a language. It's just a way for me to kind of indicate that they're speaking in a language that isn't Galactic Basic, without having to actually do all the work. The helpful thing when it comes to the Mandoa is that it was created by one of the authors in the Star Wars universe, so there's quite a few resources out there for it, which is very helpful. And I actually have a let me see if I can find it. Oh dear. I have a dictionary because I am that kind of nerd. 1 second. Ignore my desk, it's a mess. But yes, I have a dictionary. Okay. I don't remember where I got this, but that is the dictionary that I have. I can try to find the link for you, but I've had it for a while. Oh, thank you. Etsy is very useful when it comes to finding visuals, emotes, anything like that for streaming. Actually, all of my backgrounds and visuals and emotes. Save my logo. I actually got off of Etsy. It's a virtual green screen, so I don't actually have a green screen. I don't have space for one, if we're being honest. So it's kind of a virtual one. I use a program called what is it? NVIDIA Broadcast to kind of replace my actual background. Yeah, it is. Somebody told me about it when I was starting streaming, and I tried it out and I decided I really liked it. So it's helpful, especially for me because my room that I stream from is very small, and to kind of help protect my privacy and kind of keep a cohesive look, I have a background and it looks cool. So I tried to find something that was kind of reflective of the archive vibe that I'm going for. Well, good luck with that. If you have any questions or need any feedback, happy to help. And just so you guys are aware, we do have an ad starting in about 5 minutes. So just keep that in mind. Unfortunately, I cannot control the fact that we have ads. They're just there. So I do appreciate you guys sticking it out through the ads and hanging out and keeping me company this evening. Much appreciated. Okay. Where was I? How you doing over there, Race? Is your urge to drop some sarcasm overwhelming yet? But yes, Mandoa is amazing because I have an actual dictionary, which I do use on occasion if there's something that I don't know. That's true. We're only about a half hour in, so we still got time. We still have some time. Yeah, I was gonna go with no mic today, but I'm hoping that my voice will survive. Seems to be doing alright so far. That ad is about to start, I do believe. It would help if I could type, that would be wonderful. Oh, no. We should be back from our ad in about a minute and a half. Alrighty. Alrighty, we are back from our ad. Thank you guys for hanging around. I appreciate you. And I am trying not to cough in your ears, which is more challenging than it should be. But I think I'm doing alright. Hello, Nanimal. Fancy meeting you here. Long time no see. How are you doing this evening? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. What have you been up to? That's the important thing. Been wondering about you. Haven't seen you in a while, so good to see you. I am just chilling tonight and doing some chapter editing. Yep, I know that feeling. I can completely identify with that. It's been a little crazy for me the last few weeks. But anyway, it's good to see you. Yeah, I stream once a week. I alternate between reading. Yes, please tell her hi. I stream once a week. I alternate between reading, which is what I'm doing this Wednesday, and playing Star Wars Old Republic. And every other Sunday, I do writing workshops where I just kind of work through some chapters and hang out with chat, talk a little bit about fan fiction, my process, give people some feedback if they are interested. And if people want to give feedback on what I'm doing, they're more than welcome to. But it's really good to see you. You should have seen my streams when I first started. My visuals have gone through a massive change, and I'm actually happy about that. Sorry, I'm moving my OBS over to the other screen. There we go. Yeah, I'm still learning a lot of stuff about streaming. Don't ever have any intention of going for a partner. I don't have enough time or content for that. So it's just kind of a hobby right now. Sharing my stories, playing a little bit of SWTOR or other games with my community. And actually, from December 1st to the 12th, I was actually involved in a fundraiser for Starlight for the first time. So that was actually super cool and super rewarding. And so one of we actually raised $350 for Starlight during that campaign. And our $300 milestone, thank you to Wraith, was that he had to behave himself for an entire stream and not be sarcastic. So we'll see how long that lasts. It should be interesting. Yes, definitely a personal challenge. I dyed my hair for well, you know, I actually, like, there was a lot of different things. Like, when we hit $75, I had said that I was gonna dye my hair, so I did that. It's mostly washed out now because it was temporary, but I dyed my hair. A lot of the things that I did for milestones were kind of related to the stream or the content, like the stories or the, you know, the games that I play. But we had some things like for $300, Wraith would spend a stream trying to not be sarcastic. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. Oh goodness. I would show you guys the list of milestones, but I just redid all of my OBS stuff and separated it out. So I unfortunately can't show you right now. Well, actually, you know what? I probably could. If you guys are curious, I can swap in a second and show you. That it is. But at least your sarcasm isn't, like, derogatory, which that's an accomplishment in and of itself. A lot of people, when they're sarcastic, they're derogatory, or they kind of put people down, but that's not really funny. Your sarcasm and your sense of humor it's legit funny, which is one of the things that I like about you. So yes, if you can manage to not be sarcastic for an entire stream, that will be impressive. I will be very impressed. It's yelling at me again about passive voice. Not much I can really do about that. And if you see me looking off to the left, it's because I have chat over on the other screen. It's just easier for me to have the chapters full screen in front of me, so. Oh my goodness. Like, you are so right. I honestly, like, I don't know what I would do if all I had was a single monitor. That was one of the first things that I did after getting this new computer, was I got double monitors because, I do a lot of gaming, And at the time, I was also working from home, and so I wanted to be able to use both monitors for work, or use one for work stuff and then use one to, like, on the main computer to listen to music or something. I actually had a second computer that I could run off the secondary monitor at one point, where I could just run that and just do work stuff, and then on the main screen I could listen to music or something in the background, so which was really helpful. Music actually really helps me focus. I go a little crazy at work when I don't have my headphones or anything. Fortunately, I can't have those when I'm up on the front desk, but otherwise my boss doesn't care, as long as I get my work done. But yes, if you're able to do so and to afford it, dual screening is definitely the way to go, especially if you do any kind of heavy work with documents, or if you do any kind of video editing or streaming or anything like that. Dual screens is really, really helpful. I will never go back to a single monitor ever. It's definitely one of those things that I was very glad that I did, because it's I honestly don't know how I survived, but I also tend to multitask a lot, so that might be part of it too. Like, let's be real. So sorry, I'm in super focus mode. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah, it also really depends on the kind of setup you have and what kind of space you have. I actually kind of built my entire setup around the fact that I had dual monitors. Takes up half my room. If you're in my Discord, you'll see the pictures. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, you work with the space that you have for sure. And if you're able to get dual monitors, highly recommend it. But if you're not able to, work with what you got. Sometimes you can use like sometimes you can rig up like a tablet or something, maybe as like a small secondary monitor or something, but it really depends. So right, sorry. Got super sidetracked with something. What? Tubba? Did you just give me a sub? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Even if you're lurking. I hope you're having a good evening, Tubba. Oh, my alerts aren't going off either. Weird. I will have to look at that. It went off in chat, but for whatever reason it didn't go off here. Thanks for that shout out, Wraith. We have an ad starting in about 5 minutes. A little bit under the weather, but I'm doing as well as I can. Have a bit of a sore throat. But other than that, I'm okay. Oops. Yeah, and it was really bad this morning. You can kind of hear it a little bit in my voice. I've been doing tea and warm liquids all day, lots of water, propolis, pretty much anything I can get my hands on. Because I don't want to give this to anybody at work. I probably got it from somebody at work. Maybe. Either that or it was just my body being, hey, yo, slow down after like the last couple of weeks. It's been a little crazy. My immune system tends to do that. So I have been doing my best to get as much sleep as I can, drink as much water as I can, do all that self-care stuff that's super important, especially after a big, big event. There's been a lot going on between the holidays and getting everything set up to stream for Starlight. I've been very busy, along with everything else that I just do as part of my life, working and what have you. So yeah, I probably ran myself down a little bit. So this might also be my immune system's way of telling me to slow down, because it'll do that. So yeah, all the water, all the vitamins, all the meds. Actually, that reminds me. Take another cup of those. Yeah, I don't want to be out of work. Don't need that. We have an ad starting in 45 seconds. Thank you, Wraith. Yes, I am slouching. Thank you for that reminder. Shrimping. Oops. Also, my shoulders are a bit cranky. I spent a couple of hours on Friday night doing some cable management after I moved everything. Oh yes, I was thinking about doing just a simple chat command. I wanted it to have sounds, but with my sound alerts not working the way that they should, I'm not sure how to get that to work, so I might just have it kind of mention me in chat. So, like I do with other things like the meds command. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's on my list of things to do. Actually, I'm gonna write myself a note here. I have a little whiteboard. Lord, welcome in, sir. I know you don't stream, but welcome in. I know that emotes. Welcome in. Good to see you. Lord doesn't stream, but he mods for a lot of people. So, including Shan Shan, who is the amazing artist who made my logo. She's fantastic. So definitely feel free to check her out. I think I made a command for her. Maybe. Oh, I need to fix that. That's another command that I gotta make. Yeah. I don't have a command for her yet, but her information is down in my... her Shan Shan's information is down in my About panels below the stream. So if you'd like to check her out, please feel free to check out her Twitch and her various other socials. She does amazing artwork, and she's just fantastic. So she also made my little derpy Mando kitty. Yeah, I know you used to mod a lot more. You still mod a few, but yeah. So. That's a lot. That is pretty impressive. I think I've only been mod on a handful, so... Yeah. It's kind of what he does. He is the, he is one of the people that I know that just is all over the place on Twitch. So... Thank you, Saribot. I don't know. I kind of like the green sword, but I think you're right. A band hammer would have been interesting. Also, thank you, Saribot, for being your normal, efficient self. Thank you. Saribot is something that I have in chat to help with spam, and it's super helpful. Yes, you bring the comedy relief. Lord does too on occasion, actually. Yep. But yeah, I don't have a super active chat, so it's not usually a problem. But every once in a while, we'll get that random person. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't usually see you pop up in my chat. I know that you're usually lurking in the background, which is completely fine. Like I said, my streams are usually pretty low key. It's rare that I have to have mods swing the band hammer. Yeah. There have been a couple of times, but not too many. I'm not a really big streamer. It's, I just do it for fun at this point. So and honestly, I would hope that anybody's job as a mod is like not stressful. I'm grateful for anybody that wants to be a mod on my channel. It helps me to be able to do what I am streaming and not have to worry about swinging the band hammer at people. Yeah. Well, that's their issue, I suppose. Yeah. I guess they'll figure out how much they really do actually, or did actually need you. But their loss. So, yeah. I don't have a gigantic mod team. I've got you and Wraith and just Sniper. And I have one other mod who I haven't actually seen in a while, so I may have to touch base with him and see what he's up to. That would be the best thing ever. Oh, yeah, there is that too. Yeah, some people are funky. They're weird. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I think what bothers me about the whole Twitch thing is that people create bots just to be a pain. That's part of the reason why Storybot is in my chat. Less work for the mods to have to do. Oh jeez. He literally made a hobby out of that. That dude has too much time on his hands. Oh wow. That's a little crazy. Yeah. That's not cool. Yeah. That's a little concerning. That right there is actually why I have two-factor authentication on my Twitch account, among other things. Especially as a streamer, but just in general, if you're able to, if you're able to do it, turn on two-factor authentication. It's helpful because you don't want to get banned, especially for things you didn't do. Yeah, that's just crazy. That's why these people have too much time on their hands. Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's definitely helpful for Twitch. I have it on a lot of stuff, but I definitely turn it on for Twitch, especially when I started streaming. Because if you're a streamer, there's a lot of stuff in your account, personal information and all that stuff. Especially if you're an affiliate or more, there's like your personal financial stuff is in there because you had to do the tax paperwork and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you have a good solid password as much as you can. So, but, yeah. But like I said, most of the time, my streams are pretty chill, pretty low-key. I don't usually have problems because I have mods like Desnipa and Lord, and Wraith is learning. He's doing pretty good. But I have mods that don't mess around, Very funny, Lord. I'll have to think about that one. That makes me think though, because over on Stay Alive 7's channel, he has a thing where for, I think it's 125,000 channel points, you can redeem a personal command. Maybe I should do something similar. I like Star Trek and Star Wars equally, so that would be interesting to do, but I would have to figure out which time period, I suppose, to do for Star Trek, because there's a lot of I like a lot of the shows, so, but that's actually something I'd like to think about. So that's actually a great suggestion. I should have put that on my donation incentives. Now that I think about it. I know next to nothing about Doctor Who. That would be very difficult for me. Yeah, I would love to do Doctor Who fanfiction, but I haven't really watched that much of it, so I don't have a lot of background. So that would be very difficult. Yeah. That's what you want to know? Man, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. I will have to think about that. There are so many of the shows that I like. So it would be really hard to pick which one that I would do the crossover with. So. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Oh, yeah, probably. At the rate we're going. Oh, gosh. I did not do it. Wasn't looking at what I was typing. That would take a lot of research. Oh, that would be fascinating. that has potential. Not sure how that would pan out, but it would be interesting. I remember that. I remember that. Oh man, whatever happened to that? Yeah, Tubby, you might be onto something there. Kirk was always a ladies' man. He could go for maybe Kirk and Vet? I don't know. Tanya being the morale officer? Yeah, I definitely could see that. Yep. Oops. What am I doing over here? What am I doing over here? Oh goodness, what is going on? Oh, we'll be here. Thanks for letting us know. Go conquer those dishes. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man. Oh, Oh, yeah, I could totally see that. Yeah. That would actually be interesting. Alright. That would actually make a lot of sense. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Oof. Oh, I would not be surprised if you did at all. I remember when you were writing when we were writing those. That was fascinating. I did actually wonder whatever happened to those. Grief. Yeah, I've. Yeah, I remember that. Oh. I remember you telling me about that. We need to go back and do some other editing on this chapter because I still have stuff up here. Whatever happened to that Empire at War stuff? Did it ever pan out? I'm curious. Oh, sorry. I was asking whatever happened to the Empire at War stuff that you were just mentioning. Did it ever pan out? Because I knew that you had been working on that for a while. Oh, that stinks. So all of the mods and everything that you had going don't work. That stinks. Yeah, hopefully they did. Because I know how much work you put into that project. It was a lot. I'm going to add starting in 5 minutes. No, yeah, I totally understand. Totally understand. Yeah, I remember you telling me that about that a while back. If you ever start working on it again, let me know. Yeah, this should be interesting. Well, considering I've been streaming and reading, I think I've gotten quite a bit of practice. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, that would be fantastic. What is my computer doing? It's making so much noise. Okay. Yeah, I know, I agree. Venator. I mean, yeah, no, that's valid. Always like the Venator anyway. Oh dear. Great to see you, Nanny. Have a good night and tell everybody hi. Take care of yourself. Get some good rest. did I really? Oh. Yeah. Hi, Sunshine. Can I get a shout out for Sunshine, please? That's very true. Yeah, I don't understand the fascination with the scenes. I really don't. Thank you for that. Alright, Sunshine. There's your hydrate. And thank you for that posture check. Oh, I was totally slouching and you caught me. You stumbled into a discussion of high school fanfiction. Yeah. Right? At least that would be more interesting. I don't understand people. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I beat up my characters plenty. But I only kill them off if there's actually, like, a reason to. Or, like, if it's building to that. I don't do it just because I can, because that's just, it's a waste. Like, man, some people. Let's see. Oh, there's some more edits I gotta do to chapter 27, but I'm just like, I have to go into the HTML to do that stuff, so it's work that I don't feel like doing right now. I could do it later. Sure. Yeah, like with my stories, yeah, like I'll put my characters kind of through the ringer, but I don't kill them off just because I can. There has to be like an actual like reason to lead up to it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess everybody wants their blaze of glory. Which is fine, but it's a lot of work for the writer. Oh, yeah, I bet that was challenging. I have a really hard time writing bad guys. Like, a really hard time, because I'm generally not like that. So I have... That is definitely a challenge for me, to write the bad guys. I beg to differ, sir. mean, how long have you and I been friends? Probably about as long as I've been writing. Fine, fine. Yeah. Yeah, somewhere in there. But, yeah, that's about as long as I've been writing, just in general. Because I started writing the Star Wars stuff when I was in high school. So, yeah, about that long. Crazy, huh? That's pretty crazy. It's been a long time. It's crazy when I really think about it. But it's actually, for me, and I know this isn't the case for everybody, but I know for me, writing is a way for me to, like, process stuff, like, to work through things. It actually works better for me than, like, regular journaling does, for some reason. I don't know. So... Good evening to Sniper. It's good to see you. How are you feeling today? By the way, happy belated birthday. Since I missed telling you the other day. Happy birthday. I do hope you're feeling better. Ooh, okay, we'll be here, at least for a little while longer. I still got 15 minutes or so. Yes. Well, I'm glad you're feeling a little better. I am feeling better than I was this morning, that's for sure. Had the most horrendous sore throat when I woke up this morning. But, I'm feeling better. You could probably hear it in my voice. But it's better than it was. I remember. So. Yeah, there's some more in-depth editing I have to do for one of these chapters, but it's like it requires me going into the HTML, and I don't feel like dealing with that right now. It gives me a headache. Well, I know that about you. I know you don't give up very easily. It's one of the things I like about you. No. But I have known you long enough. Oh, Lord just stepped out to get some dinner, so he'll be back. Oh, yeah, at least that. At least that. Lord and I were just commenting that we've known each other for like 25. It's been a little crazy. Yeah. Well, we went to high school together, so it's been... yeah, long time. Okay, well, I'll be here for a little bit. Welcome back, Wraith. Everybody else mod-wise just stepped out for supper, so... welcome back. Your timing is impeccable. Do you have to leave for work soon? Oh wait, it's only 9. I think you leave at like 9:30 my time. Okay. Yeah, I'm not streaming until 10 o'clock tonight. That was specific to the Starlight stuff. Usually only stream till 10. Or 9, wow. Yeah. 9 o'clock. So, getting just about ready to end over here. But that's okay. There's an extra space in there. Oops. There we go. Well, we're almost done with stream. Oh, I forgot to do the posture check. There we go. Thought I had marked that off. Sorry about that, Sunshine. Hey, Coffee Crystals. Good to see you. I know who that is. Not a streamer, but appreciated. Well, I appreciate it. I'm actually kind of there myself. Probably gonna call it quits here in a few minutes. Yeah, I'm kind of asleep too. Alright. o'clock, which means it's time for me to call it quits for the night. Go get myself ready for bed. I appreciate each and every one of you who was here this evening. I had thought about reading out, but yes, definitely. I had thought about reading out, but I may just go to bed because it's been a busy day. Had a lot going on today. Got a lot done, but I had a lot going on today. I hope all of you have an awesome evening and are able to get some good rest. And I hope you have a great start to your week. Whatever it is that you're tackling this week, I hope it goes well. And I hope to see you all back on Wednesday for my Storytime stream. That'll be Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Same Twitch channel. And have an awesome week. And I hope that you have a happy and safe evening. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.